Yeah, it's not like they're explicitly eyeballs. They seem to be more stylized drawings, etc.
I'm getting creeped out here.
Not going to question it.
Lily will question it, sure.
Ah, yes, this here is a robe of eyes. Well, it allows you to see in all directions at once, and anything that you're tempted to see, it's much easier to see. I know you can also see in the dark, much further than any of your kind could naturally, and even lets you see things that are invisible or into the ethereal plane.
So
Though
it's
it's impossible to avert your eye should you, try to take on something like a Medusa or something, and being blinded, it's much easier to happen to you.
And how much is that?
would you say it kind of gives some kind of advantage to perception?
I think that's what I said, yes. I don't think I explicitly said that, but in layman terms, yes, you'd have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. Yeah, this here would probably cost you about 3,000 gold pieces.
Lily, that might be useful for me, maybe?
You want it?
Sure, but just let me know if there's a Medusa up ahead.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. We've got about 9,000 gold on us. We probably want to have that Mace of Disruption, which is 4,500. We might want this, which is 3,000, so that's 7,500. And then we need 2,600 for the diamonds, so that puts us over 10,000. So we don't really have enough money for all of it.
But
we might have stuff we can sell.
And then we have also started setting the starting price high.
Right. We do have a ruined halberd that we could sell. We have dragon armor that no one wants that we could sell.
The dragon armor, I think Criley was going to take.
I
think Criley was going to kill you if you sold that.
Oh, okay.
Lily, you can't sell that armor.
Well, then she should have it on her person.
I think
it should
actually
no longer be in the
I think
party.
I think it is in Criley's inventory right now. I think she is actually wearing it. I don't think I've stated it. So
we need to stop putting everything in this thing.
I'll move that to other stuff.
Yeah, I think she is actually wearing that right now. And
that's right, bronze armor. Haha, can't sell that. So
you would
what else
die.
do we have? What else do we have? I don't want to sell the doggy statue.
You could probably the lance that you got off the goblin.
Yeah,
the one goblin king.
The ruined halberd thing. Because no one seems to be wanting
No, actually, the halberd I think was given to Bran since that was a +1 and he's using a polearm. But the lance you got off the goblin was a +2 lance, and nobody really wants to use a lance.
Oh, right.
No, didn't really use it.
I'll change that then. +2 lance. Okay. Which that would give us a fair amount of money, I bet.
The lance you could probably get. I'm gonna say mounted warriors, everything. You'd have to roll persuasion to actually find the proper seller for me to give you a price.
Okay.
Can I help roll persuasion, or can I do my own persuasion roll for that one?
One of you rolls. Doesn't matter to me which, and you're not getting advantage from the other.
Yeah, I've got +8 to persuasion. What do you have?
You do it then.
Okay.
All right then. You will be able to sell this +2 lance pretty reliably for about 4,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
It's like a simple weapon overall, but you managed to find a knight who is. He has a shield, he has a nice horse and good armor. He doesn't have any weapons. He doesn't have any weapons at all. And this is a very nice lance you have there. You kind of go up to him and you just sell it to him, and as he hands over the gold piece and he takes the lance from you, he kind of looks very proud. Yes, now I can go fight those dragons. And a small squire runs up next to him. They're windmills, sir!
Good luck!
Oh my Jesus, you did not.
I did.
You what?
Sir, just for reference, what is your name?
I don't remember his name, I'm sorry.
Is it Don?
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote, that's what it is.
Is it Don?
My name is Don.
Okay.
My name is Don, yes.
Well,
That's not what Don means, but that's okay.
I'm lost on this one.
It's we'll
It's a
explain it to you
novel.
later. It's like an old novel, but it's
Okay.
something that I think everyone in America has had to at least gone over in some.
I've never read it,
Have
I've
fun
never read it
tilting at
myself, but it's been
windows.
referenced.
but it's famous in America just
Alright.
because of how everybody does something on it.
It's actually
all right.
Spanish, but anyways,
This-
Lily will
yes,
sell
it is
that.
Spanish originally. Yeah, so just sell that, and you'll probably get the exact cost back for the Mace of Disruption, because Lily just finds the perfect person to sell it to, and he doesn't seem that wise.
All right, so you're saying that I can buy the Mace of Disruption for 4,000 with that?
They said 4,500, so you
Okay.
still have to pay an extra 500 out of pocket unless you're able to talk him down.
Um,
Do we need to sell more, Lily?
no, I think we can afford everything now. So let's first go to the old lady.
All right, the old crone, and she
And-
kind of looks at you, and it only seems like one eye is particularly looking at you. The other eye doesn't even have a pupil, the best that you can see.
Like, what does she look like? Does she look like a hag, or does she look like
she looks
a nice?
She looks like as close to a hag as a human could be.
You're looking lovely and young today.
Thank you. You're a kind boy as well.
Yes. I would like to buy. Crap. What was it? The robe of eyes.
The robe of eyes. Robe of eyes.
Nice.
I would like to buy this thing, so that I can better perceive your beauty.
Oh, you're really kind. Roll persuasion.
Natural one. She sees through me.
So
Crap. I
very
only rolled a 9.
I suppose I could sell it to you for. Oh, I know it's supposed to be for 3,000, but I suppose I could let it go for 2,700.
What do you think, Shiki?
No, just, please.
Okay.
Lily,
Okay.
no one's ever brought me anything ever.
Well, I am buying you a really super creepy robe, so I hope you're happy.
You may want to roll insight on that one.
Nah.
Shiki has never used her cuteness to get what she wants.
I could have done that in my head, but I didn't want to. So I will buy that.
Okay. And she will, as you hand her the gold pieces, she will carefully, one by one, count them out.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'll roll insight on that while we're waiting. Then. You want to roll deception? See if I get it.
What, the cuteness thing?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not? You probably will.
Yeah. Okay.
Cantrip what, Risu?
What cantrip is there for counting many things? Prestidigitation doesn't work.
You could use it to count money.
How?
You cannot use prestidigitation to count money. I don't think, unless it says it's explicitly in the spell.
I think it actually leaves it open-ended for things like that.
It's open-ended, but I'm going to rationale that no, you can't use it to count money.
It's a minor magical trick. Has nothing to do with practicality.
All right. So Lily will see right through Shiki, and the woman will probably finish counting up without too much issue. Thank you, Darius, for all the money. I hope you enjoy the cloak.
I hope so too. Lily just kind of takes it with an outstretched pinch of her fingers and moves it over towards Shiki. There, you can have it.
Uh-huh. Oh, damn it, my grandma arm don't work with this.
It looks great on you.
It's like red velvet otherwise, but then there's all these patterns of stylized eyes.
Maybe in town we should flip it inside out.
What?
And then she can look at herself.
Yeah.
Flips it inside out.
And now she's looking at herself.
Okay.
Oh, I need to get that mole looked at.
Well, good thing you have this.
Where did I get that scarf from?
That was when we were sparring the other day.
But I've never fought you.
When they were sparring the other day.
Yeah.
Well, you see, Lily's really rough in bed.
Mm-hmm.
but I've never been in a bed with Lily.
All right.
Well,
so next,
you weren't exactly aware. Anyways, the other
next up
thing
is
was
Mesa Disruption.
the Mesa Disruption, and you said 45 for that?
I said 45.
I was gonna see if there's any way he could let it go for 4,000 because we really need to kill a vampire.
You explicitly mentioned vampire.
Undead.
All right, roll persuasion.
So I was about to say, if you said vampire, you idiot.
Yeah, natural one!
I'm
You
sorry.
idiot.
You raise a fair point, but I can't really let it go for any less than 4,500.
Well, it is your shop, so I hope Sayara loves me for this. And she'll hand out the 4,500.
Yep, and
What
you
did you
get
buy
a
for her?
Mace of Disruption.
It's a little more useful than your mace for constructs, in my opinion.
Maybe. I think the disruption mace requires attunement, though.
It does require attunement, so does Robe of Eyes.
Good thing I got the slots.
I know, realistically, if it came down to it and was necessary, you could give that to an NPC who has multiple attacks.
But we'd have to find one first.
Yep.
We only have 7 right now.
Yep. Someone you're planning to take with you at any rate. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I think we have
anything
8.
else you were going to be looking around for? Like, there's a bit of armor here and there. Nothing particularly fancy, like +1 armor, etc., but it's not like... Like Lily, you don't wear armor. Sayara already has, I believe, nice armor. Shiki already has nice armor.
I could get
I
one
don't-
better armor, but that's it.
Like, what is Sayara wearing currently?
She's wearing the second best splint.
Is it just splint or...
+1 at all?
It's just splint. So I have 19 AC.
Oh, so you're not even wearing magical armor.
No.
Well, let's get her some magical armor. How much would it cost for +1 splint or the +1, what is it, half plate that's below it?
Well,
Half
going
plate.
over to check onto the Dwarven and the wondrous crafting that the dwarf tends to work on, and you can see that he has a number of armor set up. Plate. He has like a single set of plate mail, which seems to have a greenish tinge to it. Very fine other way. He has a number of extremely exquisite-looking armor, some splint, a few breastplates, half plate, etc.
Don't worry about mail because that stuff's too expensive.
Was it chainmail that's below? How much would be +1 chainmail and +1 splint mail? I assume they're probably pretty similar in price, though.
Yeah.
They're probably pretty similar in price. It would probably cost you... I should really bookmark this page. I do have this page bookmarked.
I
Good to
think
know.
it's like 100 gold difference between chainmail and splint mail.
Yeah, it would the splint would probably cost you in the area of 500 gold.
For +1 splint?
Plus, no wait, armor's rare. So no, that would probably cost you more in the area of 2,000 gold pieces.
By the way,
And the chain, which I think was the worst one, would cost you like 1,800.
ring mail is the worst one.
Yes. So the ring mail would cost you like 1,800.
But we don't want to do that because that's like 14 AC and she'll die. I don't know if we have money for that. Let's see, we have 5,000 right now, so we do have money for it, but just barely.
I hate how overly expensive plate mail is.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
plate mail
sense.
is extremely expensive.
Yeah. Alto, you want some magic armor?
If you're offering.
Well, you're gonna have quite the Christmas presents coming up, so I hope she really likes Lily for this. I'm gonna hand him 200 platinum for that +1 splint.
I now have plate mail.
Equivalent plate mail, yes.
And it costs more than the plate mail.
Yeah.
Barely.
Not a lot more though. That's the difference, and it's magical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it costs 500 more than regular plate mail.
And
And
it's
this is magical.
so it can't be rusted.
Yeah. Like, plate is too expensive in this edition.
So, Val, you've got the Robe of Many Eyes,
Yes.
and the +1 splint and the Mace of Disruption. Alto, are you putting that in your party loot?
I'm not putting the disruption mace in yet, just in case we find something better.
Okay.
Someone better to put it on. Because I know I can, obviously, but if there's a fighter type character who has multiple attacks, might
Yeah.
not be bad.
So our allies are what was he, a sorcerer for Darwin?
He's never actually explained what he is.
Okay, but he's some sort of spellcaster.
He's some sort of spellcaster, pretty obviously.
A life cleric, and I mean, we probably would have
A
asked
snake.
what the snake
Strength
was.
Ranger.
Ranger?
She's a ranger. She would explain like she's like a hunter tracker, and you
Okay.
know that she tends to dual wield, considering she had 2 massive firebrands.
So
I say
would
massive, but normal size.
I would also ask for Cass to come with us because Moonbeam is so amazingly awesome for what we're trying to do.
And Cassie would probably nod at that idea.
So that's who we have. Alto.
Alright. So yeah, I'll take the disruption mace, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and remove it from party loot then. Alright, so I think that's probably all the money we're going to
Shopping.
spend for now.
Does the mace of disruption have a +1 bonus or anything?
I don't believe it does. At the very you would get back to the ship, have his little identified just to make sure. Anything else? A Mace of Disruption has no +1s.
Alright.
You just know it will do an extra 2d6 radiant damage, and if the target has 25 or fewer HP after taking the damage, it has to pass a Wisdom save to stop itself from falling to pieces.
It is easy.
And if it passes a save, its mind falls to pieces. So
It's
layman's
nice.
terms, it's a 15 DC Wisdom save. If they fail it, they're destroyed. If they pass it, they're afraid of the person who wielded it until the end of their next turn. And it also gives off light. So, in most places in the world, it is a mace that is extremely expensive. In the Blight, it is an extremely useful mace.
I'm just going to roll this just to see if this works.
No. I can probably do a way to make that put in for you easier. Let me take a look.
I would class ability be extra damage.
Nah, I don't need a class ability yet. So versus undead, what you'd want to do is.
Also,
Probably stick those.
I can get it because I have a very similar thing on my weapons.
I already have it in
You've
there.
got it already in there? Okay.
2d6. So it should be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd
Alright.
actually have to do that backwards. So it'd be the 2d6 radiant. Because the way it adds in the mod. Radiant. And then 1d6. There we go. That's more right. Because the 2d6 does not have the mod, and then the other one does have the mod.
Alright, I'll do the crit damage then.
Yeah, the crit damage, just put it in exactly the same as it is. Alright then. So, as we were.
So we've done our shopping. We don't really have an awful lot of money right now left.
So you return to the Temple of Apollo, I assume?
Yes. We first
Alright.
want to meet up with Sayara and other person.
Yeah, CR and Sariel. And yes, I did basically name her after an angel. They will both show up at some point, and they'll find the group, which has been milling around, the merchants going between these 3 shops, figuring out stuff to buy.
Hey, Sayara!
Yeah?
I have some presents for you. Didn't have time to wrap them, though.
It's like she's already
I
swinging
didn't
it.
need anything.
Well, we figured we could upgrade a couple of things. She's gonna pull out the mace, and then pull out the splint mail. This is shiny.
Very shiny.
Lily, it's
Very
really,
good.
guys. It's really weird seeing with this on.
Does it actually make you see out of all the eyes?
You can see every direction while you're attuned to it. And you're wearing the robes of the eyes.
Jesus, that would be weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
But at least
So,
I now know where
It gives,
people.
like I said, it also gives advantage on perception checks, and when I actually put you on a dungeon map with that on, I gotta increase your dark vision.
Yep.
So wait, now that I think about it, that robe, if you take it off, do you still see through the robe? Because if you're still
No,
attuned
you
to
have to
it.
be wearing it.
I have to be wearing it.
Aw.
You have to be
But
attuned to it and wearing it.
The downside is, if literally someone tries blinding me, I'm incapacitated for a minute.
It's not that you're incapacitated; it's just a lot easier to blind you.
Do I still get a
It's like-
save roll with it?
It's like disadvantage on saves or something like that, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Blind is. When I say that, I'm saying somebody goes up and casts light on the robe. Blind save.
Yeah.
It's something like that. Like casting blind on someone's clothing naturally would not blind them. If you cast blind on the robes of light, the person is blind. They also cannot avert their eyes while wearing it, because the eyes on the robe will not close.
Yep.
So,
Oh, but-
wearing that around a Medusa, you're probably going to get petrified.
Yep. So it's good, but then there's
It's
probably going to be
good, but it does have downsides.
there's going to be guys. I guarantee there's going to be this one situation where this will shoot me in the ass.
The thing where it's really good, however, is the other aspect: seeing invisible and seeing into the ethereal plane.
Yep. And it might be good against vampire. You never know.
Never know.
Never know.
All right.
At least I know where the bugger's scurried off to.
Yep. All right. So planning to head back to the ship.
Yeah.
After picking up the diamonds.
Yeah, so yeah, we're going to Temple of Apollo. You'll find the cleric there. I've already forgotten what it said his name was. It was like a Dargan or something.
Mm-hmm.
I've already forgotten what his name was.
Aridin.
Aridin, that's what it was. He'll you'll get to the temple. You'll ask one of the acolytes there for his name, and they'll run off to get him. He'll be up there probably 5 minutes later, and he has a rather hefty sack with him. Kind of set it down. Yes, I was able to get all of the diamonds that you had requested for your expeditions. I do gravely wish you well on them. It is a dangerous time out there.
Alright. Lily has, I'm pretty sure, the party fund still, right?
Yep.
Just for this part, though, I'm going to add in a 500 of my own money, because I'm the one who basically said we should do this.
Alright, so I'll take out 2100.
Didn't you already?
You already took out another 500.
Didn't you already pay 500?
Yes, we did.
That's
So
fair.
I'll take out 1600.
I mean, I don't mind taking more money away from you people, but
I'm sure.
you're going to be getting more after you actually do Vampire Town. Don't worry.
No.
I mean, who would ever expect that?
That is how
No.
much money we have left. So
That's fine. We can live off that.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah,
That's
you can-
we could still pay farmers for 4 years or something off of that.
Yeah, you could survive a number of people right there. You wouldn't be able to have the extremely rich, extravagant lifestyle, but you'd be able to have a decent lifestyle and everything else. You're definitely going to have enough money to get more money. All right. Around this point as well, Azul will actually stop for a moment, and she'll, as though hearing something in her head, and she'll kind of nod and speak to the others real quickly. That was Amber. She said she told me where we were going to meet, and said that she could be there as of tomorrow. I'll tell her that we can meet her there. Is that okay?
yep, let's head back to the ship and head on out.
Head off.
And then she'll kind of nod, and she'll quickly speak aloud, returning the message back to her.
Remind me, I've got something for Ione when we get back to the ship. I've been meaning to do this
For
for the
what?
last 3 sessions, and I keep forgetting.
Also, everybody should put a note that on their character sheets that they have diamonds for Revivify on them.
Yeah, I'll probably mark that after.
Well,
VP
when
diamonds.
you give it out, yeah.
All right.
It'd be handed out, divvied up, and handed out once getting to the ship.
All right. So you'll get back. Yeah, you'll head back to the ship. Head out the northern gates with everything in tow. Make your way out to the forest where the ship is held. It was probably about an hour walk. Spent probably the whole day in town, I'm gonna say, between the walk there, doing everything you had to do, and the walk back. I think that sounds reasonable.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
One of the first things Azul will do at this point is she will get Veth, bring Shiki along as well, and she'll point out on the map where exactly they're going to meet Amber. Let me just do a point real quick. Amber said that she is going to meet right around here on the edge of Ven Bay. There is a manor of sorts overlooking the bay, and she was going to be waiting for them there.
Bengay.
I'm also gonna put the diamonds for Raised Dead in like a chest in Sarah's room.
You don't
Okay.
want to put it in the party loot? It's up to you.
I was gonna have them stay on Sayara just because she's the only one that will be staying around permanently that can use them.
The only thing is, we would have to drag a dead body back to the ship. That's the only thing.
I'm going to say this. There is one downside of a party loot right now. It is currently always held by Lily.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if Lily
Being
goes
just
down,
a
like
figure
say,
of
Lily falls down a pit and we can't get to her, we just lost all of the party loot.
Well, a monk can get down.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can
I
get
know
rid of
that
that. I can
jump
get rid of the party loot
off-
very easily, Jeeves. Don't question it.
Yeah,
They have a
definitely.
good point.
That's why sometimes I'm trying to keep things like that's another reason I just said we're gonna divvy it out. So if one person goes down, like that nobody can get to, that doesn't mean that nobody else can get healed.
Yep.
It's called contingency.
Yeah, it's just a little weird, though, that only one person can cast Revivify and we're spreading it out to everybody. Should be all on you. But that's okay.
I know because 2 people can cast it currently, and I don't remember if Cassidy can as a druid. I don't know if they get revivified.
I don't
They do
remember,
not.
but
I don't think. Yeah, I think she could get raised dead though. At the
I
very
think she
least.
gets reincarnation instead.
Oh yeah, she gets
Basic-
she gets reincarnation. Neither of that, not the other 2. Yeah, that's right. But like,
Basically, you holding your own diamond is your life insurance. You lose that diamond, you're screwed.
I agree with Alto's idea more or less to have everyone hold their own because that way is a life insurance policy, and that way you're not immediately reliant on Sayara to be the one there. It's like, yes, it's only currently that you have one other person capable of it, but who's not to say you won't run into other people who are capable of casting, say, Revivify or Raise Dead or something.
So Lily's just going to
You're
put
right,
hers in a bag and put a note pinned to the outside for Revivify, and then keep it in her on her person.
Right. So, yeah, sun's pretty much getting ready to set now, though Veth is very competent in flying throughout the night anyway, since the ship doesn't really stop at night. So you'll get up to Vern Bay. You'll probably be there early morning on the next day, I feel. The trip itself is relatively peaceful. The mountains don't get that steep at the lower end of Redwall Mountain.
All right.
You'll fly around to where you're over Ven Bay. You'll fly around pretty close, and you'll be able to pick out where the this manor is. You can see it's a large, pretty extravagant stone mansion built into the side of the mountain. Several torches kind of like lit up to help announce it. From the distance, you can initially see people who are down there. They seem to be scanning towards the seas more, though one person kind of gets the attention of another as they notice the ship kind of flying in closer, and they'll kind of run out to get the attention. Azul explained that she did another sending back when they got back to the ship to explain that they had a flying ship, so they're kind of expecting you to come in from the sky like this.
They were?
At least some of them are.
We told
They
them we were
were?
coming from the sky?
At least some of them were. Apparently the message didn't get filtered down to the bottom ranks. Yeah.
Oh well. You're only going to be able to keep an airship hidden for so long.
Yeah, and Azul kind of, from what she's seen of Amber, she kind of trusts her to a degree. She probably trusts her about as much as she trusts the now Count Ashfield.